Hi, I'm Ken Smith from Furney's Nursery. I'm out here this morning. I want to prune some roses. I've got some pretty old rose bushes. They didn't fare as well during the winter as we thought they would, so there's consequently a lot of dead branches on it. So I want to prune them back, and now it's 1st of April. With roses, you want to prune them good so they produce new wood. New wood is where the flowers are formed. So let's get down there and get rid of some of these old branches. You can tell the dead branches because they've got no new growth coming out on them, and they're off color too. So I'm going to prune it down here pretty close to the green wood. Make a nice clean cut out of it. There you go, that comes out pretty good. I'm going to get rid of some of this. This looks like rootstock back here that's come up. See, that's not a bad shape right there, but at this time of the year I want to take it down a lot. I'm going to make it about 12 inches tall, and I'm going to try and find an outward growing bud to prune it above. So this is probably the closest thing to an outward bud right up there. It's a little bit higher than I like, but I'm going to do it anyway. This one over here, same thing. Looks like I've got a bud right about there. I'm going to cut it like that. I'm going to cut it at a slight angle too. That way if the water lands on it, it'll run off real fast and won't sit there and cause a problem. So on this one, I think I'll probably just take it down to there, and then I'm going to prune this one right back to there. That's all you need to do to prune a rose in this area. This time of the year, it's good to cut it back low. Later in the summer, you'll want to cut it back after it's bloomed, after the flower has started to fade, or you've cut the flower, cut it back to the first 5 leaflet leaf. This is what I was talking about earlier. When you have flowers, you've cut your flowers off your rose in the summertime, you want to prune that back. But if you just prune it back to the next leaf, it's not necessarily going to produce a rose. So you want to go back till you find a leaf that has 5 little leaflets. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it may be down the stem quite a ways, but that's where you need to cut it, and that will produce a rose flower right in there. Hi, I'm Ken Smith at Furney's Nursery. We're out here this morning. We're going to do a little rose fertilizing. I've got a few rose bushes. I've pruned one, and I want to put some fertilizer on it. It's 1st of April. It's time to get fertilizer down and get some good vigorous growth out of the rose. So what I'm going to do, I've got this Dr. Earth 572 Rose and Flower Fertilizer. Really good product. It's all organic. It's got soil microbes that are beneficial to the soil and to the root system. And I'm just going to sprinkle that around here in probably about a cup to 3/4 of a cup. Just like that, right around the drip zone. And then I'm just going to scratch it in. Scratching it in makes sure that the fertilizer makes contact with the soil, and there's a little bit of moisture there, so the soil will start to break down. It'll start to do the job that it's supposed to do. And it doesn't hurt to loosen up the soil around the rose anyway at that time. And there you are. And this is Ken Smith from Furney's Nursery, fertilizing roses.